Okay, that level said something pretty serious.
Okay, this one is tough. It's gonna kinda just spin its own wheels for a few minutes. Hang with it.
So, what? Do I see porn? I don't know how to censor that, just so you know. What?
See, like, this is it. The whole game. And there's nothing that's particularly interesting about it. You just walk to the end of a hallway. Except, for some reason, Coda gets really fixated on this prison that has all of this modern furniture. And I don't know why, but he decides he needs to revisit this prison. He's gonna start over, use the same assets, turn it into something else. Okay, cool. Here's version 2.
I'm gonna go with number 3. Or not. You know, none of these are the right answer. How about number 3? I don't know, I like the last answer, but none of them are right. The heck?
There's a bit more to this one, but still, it's not really communicating anything. It's kind of just weird for weirdness' sake.
This reminds me of Gmod. I remember playing Gmod.
So okay, he throws it out and starts over. This time he comes at the prison idea from a different direction.
Okay. First, click on this table. Further, click on this. Look at this. I keep seeing it every level. I mean, I want to know what the point of this thing is, not what the point of everything else. I want to know what the point of this is. Wait, what? Move here. Now turn the floor lamp in this room off and then turn it back on. Okay. Now go to the left side of the sofa. Move it over a little. Finally touch the shelves. That's it. The real prison, the escape will now open. Pretend to start being taken back to you. What? What are those? What's that little face for?
And of course, now the table is gone and you can't begin the chain of events to escape. Here's a version where there are no bars, but you can't actually get to the well. And then a version where the inside of the prison is the outside and the outside is the inside. Let me just blink you real quick through a few more of these. I mean, he really unloaded on this prison idea. There's nearly a dozen of them. Personally, I think it's awful to watch this, to see a person basically unraveling through their work. And for what? Like, at what point do you just go, maybe there are game ideas other than this prison that I could be working on? But Coda doesn't have that voice telling you to stop, that particular mechanism of defense against yourself. Without it, you just spiral. And so he keeps going and going and going and going and going, and then he hits on something. And he likes it. And that's it. He's done. He stops making prisons. This is the very last version of the prison game that he created. And the reason I think it works is that the prison is not actually in it.
Oh. This building. don't know what I'm looking at, but okay. A lot of shadows and stuff. Hello? Who is this? Hey, it's me. I'm you from after you escaped the prison. Oh, me? ... So you're trapped in this prison too?
It's a conversation. And so this is what Coda wants, is to be able to talk to someone, to share what's on his mind, and to get some good advice from someone who knows. But the irony is that even in this scenario, you're still talking to yourself. You know, all of these games so far are Coda talking to himself.
I have no idea why I'm talking that weird accent, but it just sounds really funny, so I'm good. Actually, I'm already forgetting what being in the prison was like. It's strange, but in a way, it's kind of miss being in the prison. Hey, was there anything new about that you felt good about it? And being here sucks. Oh, maybe I like things once I don't have them anymore. I do that too, I guess. But is that just how I'm going to be forever? I'd really like to change that. Oh, I think a fun way to change. Wait, does it feel me? Then did you get a call from another version of you when you were trapped? Yes, I did get a call. That's how I escaped. They tell you. What did they have to do to get out? They just tucked me away. What? That frees you? How does that work? Well, it makes sense. I'm so totally just screwing with this guy. Yeah, and then I die. Someone's going to shoot me. Come on. When an asteroid comes down.
I can see why he considers this a fitting conclusion to the prison games. After all of the obsession and frustration, just to be told by someone you can trust that things are going to be okay. Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah, then you die. That's just, really sad. Of course you don't.
So what would it look like if Coda wanted to make a game about talking to someone other than himself?
Whoa. Hello.
To me, this environment is meant to represent Coda's puzzle, with the two doors on either side and a dark transitional space between.
Hi. I know I should read this, but my voice is killing me.
You'll notice that the quality of the art is a step up from previous games, including this new and improved chat system, which he started using from this point on. From here on out, he begins putting much more effort into the visual polish of his work, and this particular game took 2 months to create as a result.
I have no idea how to block that. Are we cleaning this whole place? That's the store, never alone. Oh, don't do one now. We'll be through this once more time. I promise you, wish there was more. Why don't I finish up here? In the meantime, could you please clear the table? Oh, wow. Hi, sir, that's the table. See? Oh, would you please run into the bedroom and... what's up with doing something in my own life? Never did like cleaning my own home. Nobody likes cleaning their own home. Come on, I got some demons I ain't ready to face yet. Oh, speaking of demons, someone's put this couch in all mess. Would you come out to straighten the pillows here? Okay, it's okay, good. Oh dear, looks like someone spilled drink over the couch. Maybe not that outfit's wanted to over here. No, he's not doing anything. Crying out loud. Blah, 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 blah. Make it especially cheesy sauce. No. Oh, stupid sorry. Come on. Hey, these dishes need to be washed. Why don't you help them do that? Oh, I like this game. It's so fast. Instead of jumping up anything, how about you scrub it down as best as you can? Yay! I love cleaning! I love being the housekeeper! It's so awesome! Yes, we have to go to bed. Well then, how are you cutting clear the dishes?
After the intense set of prison games, this house cleaning level almost feels like cleansing. It's the moment after a particularly difficult or traumatic experience where you just need to let it sit and digest inside of you, and eventually cohere into something meaningful. I know that Coda really liked this game. Of all of his work, actually, this was the only one that he called me up to ask me to come over and look at it. This was during a period of a few months where he was like grossly happy all the time, just walked around with a constant smile on his face. I'm glad he made this. I'm glad he found some peace.
Well, maybe he should have just taken up Patreon.
But, of course, it can't last. The music stops, your companion is gone, it's time to leave. The door at the top of the hill is now open as well. Again, you can't stay in the dark space for too long. You just can't. You have to keep moving. It's how you stay alive.
Really? You can die? What dark space? I'm trying to die. I just, come on. Let me die. I'm in a dark space. Let's quit. Come on.
Which is the whole point of the puzzle doors, right? That sooner or later you have to pick up and move. I really thought that was the point of it.
I didn't die.